is eventually going to be a solo, but until I know voices, hear voices, and know what I want to do, this is what we don't do. But y'all be strong together, okay?
Two, two, one, two.
It's going to be what it's going to be, but just do it with confidence, okay? You guys out there. I do. You know, I love y'all, okay? Know that as we move forward, that there's love here, and then we're going to share our love of singing there, okay? You guys will come. So, spiritual. Thank you.
Streaming. Little voice. Trumpets up for wings. Hey.
Good morning. Welcome to the Clark Alumni University Fall 2022 opening convocation. To President French, members of the Board of Trustees here present, we are delighted to see the entire CAU family, the new and returning students, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends of our beloved university. To all present, give yourselves a rousing round of applause. Thank you all so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move through our program efficiently and yet thoroughly. At this time, I ask you to stand for the singing of the national anthem.
Can you see by the
Please remain standing. Thank you. As we begin our fall 2022 convocation, I ask that we quiet our hearts and minds as the Reverend Dr. Tonya Lawrence Miles, our university chaplain, delivers the invocation, followed by the singing of Lift Every Voice and Sing, penned by CAU alumnus James Weldon Johnson, and composed by his brother, CAU honorary degree recipient John Rosemond Johnson. This song was advanced by the NAACP as the Negro National Anthem for its power in voicing a cry for liberation and an affirmation of a determined people. Reverend Miles.
God's call is ongoing. Even in these moments, God is calling out to us. And so I invite you to pray with me this morning to the one who has created and is calling us even in these moments. Won't you pray with me? God of our ages past, God, our ever-present help, we pause this morning to acknowledge you and to give you thanks and praise for all that you have done, for all that you are doing, and for all that you shall so faithfully continue to do. In the midst of this world where there is so much chaos and confusion, we give you thanks for this place called Clark Atlanta University, where you have called each one of us to do our very best and to be our very best. So in these moments, as we get excited about this school year, we ask that you would quicken our spirits, that you would instill within each one of our hearts a sense of love and grace and goodness and community, that we might all come together around one mission for the common good. That this world that we live in that so desperately needs light and hope might be changed because of something that we do. We give you thanks for our president, Dr. George T. French, Jr. We give you thanks for our board of trustees, administration, for faculty, staff, and oh God, for our students and the family that each represents. Would you be our hedge of protection? Would you be our strength? Would you be our guide as we strive to go forward with courage, boldly, and with bravery, that we might accomplish things that we cannot even imagine. So have your way within this convocation. Have your way within each one of us, that this world might be better, that this world might come to know you, that love might prevail. It is in your holy, righteous, and matchless name that we pray. Let every believer say amen and amen.
Liberty.
Please be seated. Thank you, Reverend Miles, for those moving words which sets the tone for today's occasion. And thank you, Clark Atlanta University Choir, for a fantastic performance, and to the audience for your participation. Thank you all so much. As we continue the program, I want to acknowledge our students who are at the heart of everything that we do here at Clark Atlanta University. We will now welcome from the, we will now have welcome from the SGA Undergraduate President, Keandre Thomas, and SGA Graduate President, Destiny Wells.
Good morning, Panther family, and welcome to the opening convocation of a new academic year. You know, in looking back at previous CAU convocations I've attended, I've realized something that I think is worth noting. As I listen to the speeches and the remarks, as we all are doing right now, I always think about, you know, this year, what will I do? What will I experience? What will I accomplish? And you know what? Somehow, the year I experience is never as planned. This program may even not go as planned, but after experiencing what we did for the last about 2 years, I think more than ever, do we know how to adapt to uncertainty and somehow emerge more resilient than we ever thought possible before. So I hope you feel, as I do, the energy of this moment and the anticipation and excitement of new beginnings. So with that being said, welcome faculty, staff, and students, not only to this fall convocation, but to an academic year of new beginnings. Thank you.
Good morning. Greetings, Panther family. To our president, Dr. George T. French Jr., First Lady Dr. Basheen Bacon French, your daughter Meglin, Interim Provost Dr. Udoka, our Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, staff, alumni, parents, and most importantly, my fellow scholars. I am Destiny Wells, a third-year Master of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling student, and it is my honor to stand before you this morning to bring warm greetings on behalf of the Graduate Student Government Association, where I have the privilege of serving as the president for the 2022-2023 school year. In preparation for this momentous occasion, I could not help but to reflect on my first Clark Atlanta University convocation. In the fall of 2020, while encouraging scholars to rise to the occasion, former graduate SGA President Khadijah Bryant posed the question, if not us, then who? Over the past 2 years, I've realized the answer to this question time and time again. It can only be us. Through getting the opportunity to hear stories of scholars, faculty, staff, and alumni alike, one thing has been made clear. Each of our journeys here at CAU is necessary for the calling over our life. As you embark on this academic school year, I pray that you are able to keep this truth in mind, especially in the moments of adversity. In the moments where you're not quite sure how you're going to find the time to write the paper, in the moments where you're missing the comfort of your family, friends, and loved ones, in the moments where you don't know how to make that refund stretch a month, let alone a semester, in the moments where you're struggling to respond to that email in a professional manner, in the moments when you thought you turned in your final edits, but the dissertation committee sent back just a few more changes. In the moments when imposter syndrome tries to set in and tells you that you don't deserve a seat at the table, I pray that you remember the growth that comes from your time at CAU is a part of the greater plan. So I'd like to pose the rest of the question that Khadijah asked. If not now, then when? Wishing God's continued grace in each of your lives throughout this school year, continue to rise to the occasion and show why we will forever be Panther proud.
Thank you, President Thomas and President Wells. And now please welcome an alumni who leads an alumni strength of over 33,000. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage the newest president of CAU National Alumni Association, Ms. Shante Norris.
Good morning. Striving for greatness. At the same time, keeping my patience. Diamond by myself, together we really shine. Long as I keep my faith and trust in God, I know that everything will be fine. I believe I can do anything, and I ain't never changing my mind. Greetings, Panther family. I am Shante Norris, a proud native of Houston, Texas, and a prouder graduate of the Clark Atlanta University, class of 1996. I currently serve as the president of the Clark Atlanta University Alumni Association. Excellence is never an accident. It is the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities. As I began my matriculation at Clark Atlanta University in 1992, I never imagined the profound impact that each experience and opportunity would have on my life. From the registration process, teaching me to find a way or make one, to the late great alumnus and professor Carol Mitchell-Leon, teaching me that when life gives me lemons or gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Or the professor who returned my term paper knowing, number one, my mom would kill me. And number two, the AKAs were due for a line. You see, the professor issued an eye and exclaimed, "You can do better, you will do better, and I expect better." And so I had a decision to make. I did better. The expectation of excellence at Clark Atlanta University has never ever been a question. I learned at CAU that excellence starts with anticipating success. S, seeing the goal. U, understanding the obstacles. C, creating a positive mental picture. C, clearing your mind of self-doubt. E, embracing the challenge. S, staying on track. S, showing the world that you can do it. Success. So as you matriculate at Clark Atlanta University, anticipate the end of your academic journey. Make sure that today, tomorrow, and in years to come, that your name appears on the Panther Roll Call of Excellence. In closing, this, Clark Atlanta University, this is Black excellence, shining on everything. Have a phenomenal fall semester and school year. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, National Alumni Association President Norris. As you so eloquently shared, the legacy of excellence and the meaning of success here at CAU will continue with this generation of students. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines excellence as the quality of being eminently good, being outstanding, being extremely good. While matriculating here at CAU, these qualities are not only expected of our students, faculty, and staff, they are required and serve as prerequisites for a successful life. Again, thank you. We will now move to the interactive segment of our program where everyone participates. I said everyone participates. I present to you the Panther Call of Excellence, where we call out the names of our great campus organizations. As I call out your name, the name of your group, please stand up and be recognized. I will start, and ladies and gentlemen, this is an alphabetical order, so you will not feel chinched if you're not called first or if you're called last. I started with the Bonner servant leaders. Are they in the house? Thank you. The CAU fraternities, are you in the house? CAU fraternities, the fraternities. Thank you. Gotta be louder than that. A little bit more excitement. Thank you. How about the CAU sororities? Ladies. Thank you. Next, the cause leaders. The cause leaders, C-A-U-S-E. Following them is the chartered organizations. All the chartered organizations. All of them. All the chartered organizations on campus. Thank you. The Clark Atlanta University Booker T. Washington Early College Scholars. Are they in the house? Applaud. Thank you. The Clark Atlanta University Choir. Louder. And louder. Thank you. And your entertainers this morning, the Clark Atlanta University Marching Band. How about that? Thank you. The Collegiate 100. The Collegiate 100. Thank you. Everyone here who is on the Dean's list, stand up and be recognized. Loud applause for this excellence, display of excellence. Now we recognize the freshman class of 2026. Thank you. And now the graduate honors roll. The graduate honors roll. Thank you. Thank you. All the international students in the house, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. The Isabella T. Jenkins Honors Program. Excellence personified. Thank you. The junior class of 2024. How about that? Thank you. The men of CAU. Thank you, gentlemen. The Pre-Alumni Council. Louder, 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 louder. And now the Royal Court. Ladies and gentlemen, your Royal Court. The senior class of 2023. And now the sophomore class of 2025. all my student athletes in the house stand up and be recognized. Thank you. They work so hard in the classroom, in the courts, in the field, on the tracks. Well done. And now all the representatives of the Student Government Association, please stand up and be recognized. And to round out the honors, the women of CAU. Thank you all for being outstanding, for being excellent. And now, the audience, please give our CAU Panther Call of Excellence another round of applause for being excellent. As you know, we are a university and learn as we go. The president is the ultimate teacher. So I am now going to recognize the president's cabinet. Standing from my far left to your right, the CFO, or the COO of the university, Mr. Eli Phillips. Followed by the Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Jamie Pleasant. And followed by the Interim Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Wolford. And followed by the Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Dr. Lucas. Followed by the interim CFO, Ms. Latanya Merritt. And followed by the Senior Vice President for HR and Chief People's Officer, Ms. Deborah Hoyt. Followed by my friend, the Vice President for Alumni Affairs, and followed by the CIO, Charles Cooper. And followed by my Dean of the Whitney M. Young School of Social Work, Dr. Jenny Jones. And my good friend, the Dean of School of Education, Dr. Fidel Turner. And followed by the interim dean for the School of Business, Dr. Mesfin Bazune. And the dean of the largest school on campus, School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Jaideep Chowdhury. And followed by the Vice President for Enrollment Management and Retention. I'll come back to the names. Okay. And followed by the Vice President for External Affairs, Mr. Sam Burston. External Affairs. And the Swiss Army knife, of the university, Mr. Warren Christopher, who does everything to keep the university going. The president is speaking in my ear, so I have to listen. And who am I missing? Oh, let me start with the. Oh, I thought with the general counsel. Now I can see you. And who's next to you? Dr. San, please stand and be recognized. Dr. Clem, please stand and be recognized. Dr. Brown, please stand and be recognized. Who did I miss? Oh, yes. My good friend, Teresa Riggs. Please stand and be recognized. Who did I miss? Dr. Sadler. Who did I miss? All right. Let me recognize the chair of the Faculty Assembly, if they're present, or a representative. And the President of the Staff Assembly, if they are present. Ms. Riggs, that's you. Thank you. Okay. We're building the program as we go. So at this point, I want to recognize all faculty and staff here present. And I know the president will do it, but I want to recognize all the students for whom we are here for. Stand up and be recognized. All students. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. And now, the introduction of our convocation orator was to be rendered by the Vice Chair of our Board of Trustees, Trustee Leonard Walker, who could not make it here this morning. And for that reason, I stand in to take on this monumental task that I was not prepared for, to present the orator for this morning. I just hope that I'll do a decent job of presenting this great leader. Following the introduction, we will have a musical selection, and then we will have our convocation orator. Here goes. Fall convocation is an academic tradition which formally marks the beginning of a new academic year. It reminds us usually of our long legacy spanning back more than a combined 300 years, beginning with our parent institutions, Atlanta University, founded in 1865, and Clark University, which became Clark College, founded in 1869. And the consolidation of these venerable institutions in 1998 to form what is now Clark Atlanta University. This occasion is meant to set the tone and expectation for the rest of the academic year. Our board is always proud, and they offer their gratitude to all of us here who tirelessly work to advance the vision and the mission of this university. I don't think we take enough time to do this, so I take a point of personal privilege to say to all of you who work in this university, thank you for what you do to advance the cause of this university. All who are present today are dreamers. They represent the dreams, the hopes, and desires of our ancestors and brilliant founders who inspired what we have here today. So you are the embodiment of the Panther pride of our parents, our family, our community, and our country. On the auspicious occasion that we have before us, the opening of the academic year, I encourage you to commit to this special day to remembering our value and purpose, and to a world awaiting your presence on the stage of life. And let expectation and knowledge while you matriculate at this institution embolden you, inspire you, and yes, propel you into the future with great possibilities. This morning we have a skilled orator, a man who has been described as a true transformational leader. This is true because we have seen what he has done. We've all been here to witness what he has done since he arrived on this campus. He is certainly the right man for the job for such a time as this. In 2019, Dr. George T. French Jr. became the 5th president of Clark Atlanta University, the largest United Negro College Fund member institution in the country and the largest private HBCU within the state of Georgia. Under Dr. French's leadership, our CAU has exponentially exceeded all fundraising records in the history of the university. He has maintained a stable enrollment in the midst of global pandemic and developed corporate and community relationships to position the university for unprecedented growth. Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much more that could be said about this man, but for economy of time, I'll stop here and welcome our orator for the morning, President George T. French, Jr. Thank you. First, the choir will sing.
Good morning, Clark Atlanta University family. Good morning, Clark Atlanta University family. To our students, to our faculty, to our staff, and let me say parenthetically to our students that as you matriculate within these hallowed halls and upon these hallowed grounds, I want you to know that there are alums of this institution that intentionally and deliberately support you, such as this president and other alums that are here currently. And I'm going to ask any alums, won't you please stand that I might and we might recognize you. Oh, come on, you all can do better than that. Come on, you all trying to get what they have. Come on. Thank you. I absolutely love the alums of Clark Atlanta University. To the Vice Chairman, Leonard Walker in absentia, who desperately wanted to be here but could not. Of course, to our staff representative again, Ms. Taversa Ricks, our faculty assembly representative, Dr. Sean Warner, to other members of this esteemed Clark Atlanta University Board of Trustees. I greet you today in the spirit of gratitude and excellence. Gratitude and excellence. I welcome and thank each of you for your presence as we embark upon what Provost Udoka described as a new academic year. And we embark upon it with excitement, with focus, and with fortitude. I thank my family who could not be here, my lovely wife, Dr. Bacon Basheen French, who is with her mother and my mother-in-law celebrating her birthday in Birmingham, Alabama today. I'm honored to stand before you now. Celebrating on September the 1st, my third year as president of come on, the Clark Atlanta. See, thank you, you too. Y'all stand still, y'all remain standing. You all gonna get this. If you don't understand who we are as Clark Atlanta University, these alums, they know. But students, I need you to understand, when I talk about the Clark Atlanta University, I need you to get on your feet and give Clark Atlanta University her due recognition. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm going to say something parenthetically that's not in the script, but I want the record to be known. Because yes, when I walk into the boardrooms, into the corporate boardrooms, into meetings in downtown Atlanta to fight for you, I don't walk in there with my head down like I'm representing Clark Atlanta University. No, I am representing Clark Atlanta University, and we demand our respect. We demand our respect. See, y'all got me going now. But I'm telling you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an educational system like none in the world, which comprises the Atlanta University Center. Come on, you all. The Atlanta University Center, some of the most brilliant and brightest minds to be found anywhere within the world. And the exhibition of Black excellence is the Atlanta University Center. And make no mistake about it, it was a collaboration that was very intentional. A collaboration that came about with an institution that began in 1865. Another began in 1869. That's Atlanta University, and then Clark Atlanta University, later Clark College. But what we have become would be the university within the Atlanta University Center. I don't know if y'all heard me. We are the university within the Atlanta University Center. So you can tell people, yes, it's apropos to say, yes, I'm in college, but you really aren't. You actually are in university. And you should celebrate the fact that you're actually in university. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The opportunities in university are vast and expansive. And we've come to take advantage today of those opportunities. Students, why did I ask those alums to stand? Because those alums love this institution. They have connections within society. They have connections within the corporate community, within the civic community, within the faith community. They have connections that will allow you to get where you are going. So that's why it's good that most of them were centralized right here in the middle, because now you got them surrounded and they can't get out of here without you stopping them and introducing yourselves to them and giving them your name and your major and telling them that you need some assistance and you need some mentorship. We're talking about how it works. I've got a speech here, but I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about how it works. I'm talking about how Atlanta works. Atlanta works through your connections of who you know. Let's make sure we're clear. You get credentialed first. You have to be credentialed. If you walk in and it requires a PhD, it doesn't matter how many people you know. If you walk in and it requires a master's, it does not matter who you know. If you walk in and it requires a bachelor's, it does not matter. But once you are credentialed, then you bring in your contacts from Clark Atlanta University, from the AUC, from everyone on this stage, from your president, and that's how you get in the door. And that's how you make so much money that my director of alumni affairs is calling me first thing in the morning to tell me how much money that you just gave back to Clark Atlanta University because you followed the script. You all are supposed to get real excited about that. I know you all are excited about giving back to Clark Atlanta University. You know, the COVID-19 upended our lives and forced us to change our approach and to develop a new standard or norm which never existed. However, it forced CAU to pivot. We pivoted in ways that made us even better than before, even better than before. Yeah, Eli, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that when you became COO that you're going to have to manage the crisis of pandemic. I did not know, but we managed it anyway. We picked up our motto, we will find a way or we will make one. And we were put to the test as a university in unimaginable ways. Without any notice, we were immediately forced to re-engineer our curriculum to meet the needs of our students. We protected you. Listen to me. Some of you are not going to like this one bit. I want you to hear me clearly. What I am about to say, I want you to know that if I hurt anybody's feelings about what I'm about to say, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I do not care. We protected this institution through COVID and our brand. We gave our blood, sweat, and tears, staying up all night to make sure this institution kept moving. We will not stand by idly and let our name be defaced on videos, in social media by individuals who do not represent us. We will not tolerate it. We will send you home and wish that you do well for the rest of your life, but you will not do it here. I got 8 more pages, but I'm done.
Wow. How about that? How about another round of applause for your president? I like that. If he hurts your feeling, he doesn't care. And I support that 100%, Mr. President. Thank you. What an inspiring message. Your drive, your determination, your leadership, Mr. President, inspires all of us. Thank you. And congratulations on 3 great years of service to Clark Atlanta University, to the students that we serve, and the entire Panther Nation, because we are all Panther proud. We are what? We are what? Thank you. We will now have a closing musical selection, followed by the singing of the alma mater and sending forth by the Reverend Dr. Miles. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your participation in this time-honored occasion that is sacred to this university. And I wish you a pleasant week. Thank you. Students, people, everyone, attention, attention. If the function is not over, please go back to your seats.
Can we give them a hand clap of praise? Amen. They've done a beautiful job this morning in leading us. Brothers and sisters, the message has been made very clear. God created us to be great. God is calling us to be great. We can be great. We shall be great. As you go forward from this place, remember who you are as Panthers. Remember the Panther pride and walk out of here Panther proud. That means you hold your head high. You go forward with God's promises, and you do your very best in all that you can so that God shall be glorified. Let Clark Atlanta University reign. Go forward in power. Go forward in faith. Go forward in truth. Go forward, brothers and sisters, in love, and be blessed. Amen.